Emmy season is nearly upon us, and the list of nominations is already out. We're here today to talk about why critically acclaimed Amazon Prime series The Boys, along with several others, didn't make the cut. The show has definitely ruffled some feathers, especially during its recent third season, and has been all over social media for more than one reason. Is it possible that the show may never get an Emmy? Well, let's go and find out. First, let's talk about why The Boys didn't get nominated for this year's Emmys. Like we said, there are a lot of reasons why The Boys has remained plastered across social media and in the news, causing quite a few controversies. Not only is the show extensively gory and has a lot of stuff being blown up, heads, other kinds of heads, etc., it has also been very openly mocking conservatives, which is something they're realizing just now. The show has made a lot of people mad, especially with their recent decision to make the character of Homelander in light of a certain orange former president of the US. But the truth of the matter is, streaming companies and TV networks were given the time period between June 1st, 2021 and May 31st, 2022 to release any shows they'd like to be considered by the Television Academy for the 2022 Emmy Awards. That's a fairly simple request, right? Well, as it turns out, The Boys premiered June 3rd on Amazon Prime Video, technically missing the window cutoff by 3 whole days. Diabolical, the animated series presented by The Boys, made its debut earlier this year in March, making it actually eligible to be nominated for this year, but The Boys TV show ain't getting that nomination. They can, however, submit to be nominated for the 2023 Emmys, but couldn't they have just released Season 3 earlier? Those of you thinking that this could have been avoided had the show been released a couple of days earlier should really consider the hanging episode rule, which would have required Amazon to release the entirety of the episodes of Season 3 before the cutoff date of May 31st. The rule basically states that if a series has premiered most of its episodes before the nomination voting begins, but still has any number of episodes to go before the season concludes after the deadline, which again is May 31st, it will be considered for an Emmy nomination if and only if the streamer or network gives access of the remaining episodes to the Academy voters by the cutoff date. Simple enough, right? This rule, however, won't be much of a hassle for anyone for long, since the hanging episode rule is going to be discontinued from next year. Another very obvious reason for why The Boys couldn't have premiered earlier has to be the COVID-19 pandemic. Like a lot of other shows, the team of The Boys suffered at the hands of the pandemic. The shooting for the new season lasted 7 whole months, from February 2021 to September that same year. Not only that, due to the lockdown situation, the Toronto-based production was forced to take tedious, endless, and expensive safety protocols, but they ended up losing time anyway. To compare, the show's Season 2 only took 3 months to shoot, from July 2019 to the end of October. We're just saying it's not always easy to complete production on and premiere an entire season in time to be considered for an Emmy nomination. And there's no conspiracy against The Boys. Several other shows are in similar boats. That's right. See, there are many other shows that couldn't be nominated for this year's Emmys due to similar reasons. Nobody has decided to snub the show. You can sit back down and relax. The Crown, a huge winner at the Emmys in 2021, took home several awards for lead actor and actress, drama series, supportive actor and actress, and more. This year, however, since there won't be a new season until maybe later in the year, the show didn't get a nomination. Similarly, Hulu's Handmaid's Tale might be releasing a new season in September, around the time the Emmys will air, but since they simply didn't make the deadline, there will be no nomination for 2022. Handmaid's Tale actually went head-to-head in a lot of the same categories as The Crown last year, so maybe the two shows can once again be nominated against one another in 2023? Another fan favorite, HBO's Westworld, premiered its 4th season on June 26th, so they also missed the deadline. The strangest thing has happened to Stranger Things, since the show's 4th season did premiere before the deadline, but Netflix actually split up the season and premiered the series Volume 2 on July 1st. So now, the first 7 episodes have been submitted for consideration on time and are also eligible for several categories, including Outstanding Drama and Supporting Actor. However, the 2 final mega episodes will definitely not be considered for this year. There's no word about the show's 5th and final season yet, and we doubt they'll be able to premiere it in time for 2023's deadline for submission, meaning that these 2 episodes will be abandoned and might only be eligible for Indie Craft Awards and not Best Drama Series or even acting categories. Yikes. So, The Boys is definitely not being singled out for its controversial nature. In 2021, The Boys was nominated for 5 categories for its 2nd season. The nominations include Outstanding Drama Series, Writing, Sound Editing for Comedy or Drama, Special Visual Effects, and Original Music and Lyrics. When creator of the show, Eric Kripke, found out the show had gotten nominated for Outstanding Drama, he actually went on to say that the Academy voted for 10-foot penises and exploding heads, and even though he was grateful, it still made him wonder what the Emmy voters were thinking. And the point remains the same this time around too. Keeping in mind the fact that it was nominated despite all of that in 2021, why would there be any other reason for not including the show in the list this year other than the fact that they missed the deadline. As for the controversy of it all, Dave Chappelle's Netflix show The Closer was heavily criticized for being homophobic and transphobic, yet it still managed to score Emmy nominations. And despite the fact that Euphoria faced hate and criticism for showing young people in seriously explicit and inappropriate situations while also exploiting some of their female talent, it still was given the nod for Best Drama Series. Actress Sydney Sweeney was also nominated for a Best Supporting Actress in a Drama, while Zendaya was given a nomination for Best Actress in a Drama. So honestly, you guys, the controversy angle ain't it, which means that there's definitely hope for The Boys for a 2023 nomination. Let's hope that they actually win the next time, because remember how Amazon went all extra when The Boys got nominated in 2021? The main reason why we would really like to see The Boys not only get nominated for the 2023 Emmys, but also win, is because of the way Amazon went all out to campaign for the show after its second season was nominated in 2021. They literally put up insane billboards, yes, plural, like the one where Anthony Starr's Homelander can be seen using his laser vision to blast another billboard with Carl Urban's Butcher on it. They also went so far as to arrange a Planet VOD event at the Hollywood Palladium, for crying out loud. Oh, and let's never forget the ice cream truck they got, which drove a very specific route, which, when viewed on Google Maps, looked like someone flipping the bird. Seriously, the show deserves to win for that middle finger route alone. It would certainly be cool to see them take home a statuette or two for the wonderful performances too, you know? Speaking of which, Kevin Smith really wants Anthony Starr to win an Emmy, and he's not the only one. We all know that the first season of the show couldn't quite live up to the hype. We all loved it, but it pales in comparison with the show's second and now third seasons. And since season 2 of the show was given so much love with its 5 nominations, it only makes sense that every fan of the show online wanted season 3 to get the love and recognition that it deserves. Among these people is Kevin Smith, who has gone on record to say that he really wishes to see Anthony Starr win an Emmy for his performance as Homelander. On his Fat Man Beyond podcast, he talked about the 6th episode of season 3, where Soldier Boy and Homelander are fighting and then Butcher hops in, making it a 3-way battle. He said that Anthony definitely deserves an Emmy nod for his incredible performance because he makes the character extremely terrifying. He openly expressed how he loves all the twists and turns that the show brings with itself, like a never-ending roller coaster. Smith definitely believes that the show is one of the best things on TV ever. Kevin also gave a special shout-out to the show's writers, and even went as far as to compare the show's tendency to pull off seriously extreme scenes to Black Mirror's infamous Prime Minister Does Pig on Live TV scene. He said that The Boys is raising the game with its new season, and we couldn't agree more. We just gotta wait now to see how all this recent insanity translates to the Emmy voters in 2023. That's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.